The day Ronaldinho even retired showed he's still a football wizard was absolutely amazing. This went down in August 2017 during a charity match between Galactics and Leyendas featuring Costa Rican football stars. Ronaldinho was the star of the show, with thousands of fans packing the stadium to see the Brazilian legend display his skills. The ref blew the whistle, and the game kicked off with Ronaldinho eager to show his magic. Right in the first minute, Ronaldinho got his first touch on the ball, trying to start a 1-2 with a teammate who messed up the return pass, killing the play. Next, Ronaldinho showed his slick technique with a fancy backheel pass to a teammate up front, but the opposing goalie stepped up and intercepted the pass before his teammate could get to it. At 4 minutes in, the Galactics launched an attack with Ronaldinho sending a through ball to the number 18 inside the box. After controlling it, the player tried a chip shot to beat the keeper. However, without Ronaldinho's finesse, the shot went way over the crossbar. Now it was time for Ronaldinho to shine. Around 6 minutes, the Galactics intercepted the ball in the opponent's defensive area and quickly started a counterattack. With incredible vision, Ronaldinho delivered a perfect pass straight to number 15, Harold Wallace, who found himself one-on-one with the opposing goalie. Calmly, the player executed a precise chip shot, beating the goalie and sending the ball into the back of the net. This first goal for the Galactics, thanks to Ronaldinho's brilliant assist, clearly highlighted the crucial role of the talented Brazilian star in the team. At 8 minutes, the Galactics started an attack down the right side, but it was quickly stopped by a handball from an opposing player. This foul happening near the area was a big risk for the opposing team, especially with Ronaldinho, known for his amazing free kicks, stepping up to take it. After getting the green light from the ref, Ronaldinho blasted a shot towards the goal, which just skimmed the post and went out, almost increasing the lead. By 10 minutes, Las Leyendas regained possession in midfield and quickly organized a sharp attack. Number 7, Alejandro Alpizar received the ball inside the opposing box. Face-to-face with the goalie, Alejandro cleverly faked a shot, throwing the goalie off, then sent the ball straight into the back of the net. This skillful goal by Alejandro not only leveled the score, but also cranked up the tension in the match. Ronaldinho wasn't going to accept a draw so easily. At 14 minutes, the Galactics went back on the attack with Ronaldinho sending a pass to number 2 on the left wing. Quickly surrounded by defenders, the player passed the ball back to Ronaldinho. With his signature vision, Ronaldinho then made a smart lob pass to a teammate inside the box. However, the hope for a goal was dashed when the ref called offside, nullifying the promising play. Ronaldinho wasn't going to give up until he put his team in the lead. Around the 16-minute mark, the Galactics took advantage of an intercepted pass in the opponent's defense to launch an efficient counterattack, with Ronaldinho skillfully dribbling the ball all the way to the opponent's box, dodging defenders like a pro. Face-to-face with the goalie, the Brazilian legend used his refined technical skills to beat the keeper and slot the ball into the back of the net. This spectacular goal by Ronaldinho sent the packed stadium into a frenzy, making it feel like everyone was there just to witness the Brazilian star work his magic. At 23 minutes, Ronaldinho once again showed his exceptional talent by executing a stunning long pass to the right while deceptively looking in the opposite direction, confusing the opposing defense. However, his teammate, who didn't have Ronaldinho's refined technique, couldn't control the ball properly, and it went out of play. At 27 minutes, after a misplaced pass by a Galactics player, the opposing team seized the opportunity to start a quick counterattack. Alonso Solis, wearing number 23, sped across the field with the ball until he reached the opponent's box. Once there, he launched a precise and powerful shot, outmaneuvering the Galactics goalie and scoring an impressive goal that shook the net. This goal by Las Leyendas leveled the score again and ramped up the competition, heightening the excitement and enthusiasm of the match for both sides. On the other side, Ronaldinho wasn't having it with the tie. At 29 minutes, the Galactics started a dynamic counterattack, with Ronaldinho showing off his skills by sending a precise through ball to Winston Parks, wearing number 11. With control of the ball, Winston skillfully advanced into the opponent's box and fired a strong shot straight into the goal, successfully finding the back of the net. This third goal for the Galactics, thanks to another assist from Ronaldinho, not only put the team back in the lead, but also highlighted the crucial role of the Brazilian star, showing his ability to be the key player in every decisive play for the team. At 34 minutes, Ronaldinho once again stood out with his exceptional technical skills by making a masterful pass into the box, while deceptively looking in the opposite direction, confusing the opposing defense. The player wearing number 18 received the ball and managed to dribble past the goalie. However, he hesitated on the finish, forcing him to try to reorganize the play. At 38 minutes, Ronaldinho once again showcased his remarkable technical skills by executing a spectacular move that combined a dribble with a pass. He skillfully skillfully flicked the ball over the opponent's head, delivering it directly to his teammate, once again demonstrating his mastery with the ball. Ronaldinho wanted to help his team extend the lead even more. Right after, Ronaldinho used his excellent vision to make a precise pass to a teammate positioned in the box. However, the opposing goalie was super alert and skillfully came forward, managing to block the shot. With the first half winding down at 43 minutes, Ronaldinho started an attack for the Galactics, sending an excellent pass to number 2 in the box. With the ball under control, the player chose to pass to number 18, Claudio Ciccia, who received the ball unmarked and just had to tap it into the net. This goal by the Galactics, initiated by an excellent pass from Ronaldinho, extended their lead over the opposing team even further. Shortly after, the ref blew the whistle to signal the end of the first half. Returning from the break, Ronaldinho surprised everyone by coming onto the pitch wearing the red kit of Las Leyendas after switching teams. Now he faced the challenging task of trying to level the score. The ref blew the whistle to start the second half, and it began with intensity. Right after the kickoff, Ronaldinho showed his technique by making an excellent cross to a teammate in the box. Unfortunately, an opposing defender intercepted the pass and quickly cleared it out. Ronaldinho was all in to help his team. At 50 minutes, Ronaldinho once again sparked an attack for Las Leyendas, sending an excellent lob pass to a teammate who set it up for number 9 to finish. However, the opposing goalie was alert and made a good save. Right after, the Galactics regained possession in the opponent's defense and advanced with number 17, who was stopped by a foul inside the box. The ref quickly called a penalty for the Galactics. Number 19 stepped up for the kick and fired a powerful shot to the left corner, but the opposing goalie made an excellent save, denying the goal. Soon after, Las Leyendas regained possession and quickly launched a counterattack, with Ronaldinho driving through the entire field and sending a perfect pass to number 7, already in the box. Facing the goalie, instead of shooting, the player chose to pass the ball to a teammate to finish the play. However, the ref intervened, calling offside and canceling the whole play. Around the 55-minute mark, Las Leyendas intercepted an opponent's pass and started a counterattack, with number 6 receiving a through ball. But the opposing goalie rushed out and cleared the ball. Nevertheless, Las Leyendas kept possession and organized another attack with number 7, who went one-on-one with the goalie and shot the ball into the back of the net. This goal by Alejandro cut down the opposing team's lead and made the game even more intense. Ronaldinho wasn't satisfied and wanted to help his team equalize. At 58 minutes, Ronaldinho showed his magic again with a slick no-look lob pass to a teammate in the box. Number 7 received the ball and took a nice shot towards the goal, but it lacked precision and went wide. Right after, Ronaldinho started an attack by playing a 1-2 with a teammate before passing the ball to number 33 in the box, who immediately crossed it to the middle. Number 7, well-positioned, got the ball and instead of shooting, passed it to Ronaldinho, who was tightly marked and ended up losing possession, frustrating the play. Around 62 minutes, Ronaldinho started another attack for his team, sending a deep through ball to his teammates, but the opposing goalie was alert and rushed out to intercept the ball. Right after, Ronaldinho went back on the attack, dribbling past a defender, passing to a teammate and getting the ball back. With possession in front of the goal, he attempted a cheeky chip shot but missed, sending the ball over the goal line. It seemed like Ronaldinho was more into entertaining than winning the game. Around 65 minutes, Las Leyendas ramped up their attack when Ronaldinho sent a perfect pass into the box, leaving a teammate one-on-one with the goalie. The player tried to finish, but the opposing goalie, well-positioned, rushed out and made a good save. A few minutes later, the Galactics launched a dangerous counterattack, with number 14 receiving the ball unmarked and going one-on-one with the goalie. He took a shot that beat the keeper and was about to cross the goal line, but a Las Leyendas defender appeared at the last second, saving the ball right on the line and preventing the goal. On the other side, Ronaldinho was determined to help his team equalize. At 68 minutes, the Brazilian star Ronaldinho orchestrated a skillful attack, exchanging quick and efficient passes with his teammates, until Kurt Bernard, wearing number 77, received the ball face-to-face with the goalie. With a slick and precise move, he dribbled past the goalie, leaving him on the ground and clearing the way for an easy goal. This fourth goal for Las Leyendas leveled the score once again, clearly showing that the team Ronaldinho was playing for was starting to show excellent and well-coordinated performance. Around the 70-minute mark, Ronaldinho initiated another attack with a perfect lob pass to a teammate in the box. Instead of finishing, the player chose to pass again, resulting in a loss of possession. At 73 minutes, Ronaldinho made a brilliant no-look pass to a teammate advancing on the right. However, the player got surrounded and had to reorganize the play. Shortly after, an unusual incident occurred when a fan invaded the pitch. As he was being escorted off, Ronaldinho showed his humility by calling him back and giving him a warm hug. This generous gesture motivated another fan to invade as well, though he was quickly removed from the field by the authority. Ronaldinho was eager to help his team score another goal. Around the 77-minute mark, Ronaldinho started a fast counterattack with a brilliant through ball to number 7, who charged towards the opponent's goal. Facing the goalie one-on-one, the player took a shot that chipped the keeper, and just when it looked like it was going in, the ball hit the crossbar, almost scoring. Right after, another fan stormed the field, trying to snap a pic with Ronaldinho, and the security had to quickly remove them. The frequent pitch invasions aimed at Ronaldinho led the coach to sub him off, trying to calm things down and avoid more interruption. The game continued without any more goals, and at the 90-minute mark, the ref blew the final whistle. Ronaldinho was the star of the match, scoring a goal and making several brilliant passes and assists that made a huge difference for the team lucky enough to have him on the field. This game showed the world that even retired and out of shape, Ronaldinho still has his extraordinary technical skills. He truly lives up to his nickname, the football wizard, controlling the ball like it's magic. How lit does a player gotta be to make an entire stadium forget one of the fiercest rivalries in soccer history and just go wild cheering for a dude from their arch nemesis? Sounds like cap, but that's straight up what went down on November 19th, 2005, when Ronaldinho, balling out for Barcelona, dropped his magic and straight up schooled Real Madrid, getting those rival fans to stand and clap for him right in the heart of Santiago Bernabeu. That El Clasico was for the books, man. A face-off between the two sickest teams on the planet, duking it out for the top spot in La Liga. Both squads were stacked with talent that could make any current club jelly. Barca, with Ronaldinho leading the charge, had legends like Messi, Deco, Eto'o, and Xavi backing him up. And Real, known back then as the Galacticos, had a squad that was the envy of the era, loaded with stars like Ronaldo, Robinho, Beckham, Sergio Ramos, Roberto Carlos, Casillas, and Zidane. They were mad strong, the kind of team that could intimidate anyone, but not Barcelona, because they had Ronaldinho at his peak, a true soccer wizard who could pull off insane moves. The game kicked off and Ronaldinho wasn't looking like he was gonna light it up. Dude was making basic mistakes that got peeps questioning his game today. Just 3 minutes in, R10 gets this sick pass from Xavi and goes at Real's defense, but they get their act together quick and shut down any shot at a goal. But then the Galacticos defender straight up snatched the ball from the Brazilian ace and hit a counter, which gets cut off by a foul from Barca. Next up, in another Barca push, Messi gets fouled by Sergio Ramos. The go-to guy for kicks was the main man, Ronaldinho, known for his killer skills from way out, posing a major threat. But this time, R10's aim was off, and the ball hits the wall, bouncing back only to be blocked again by the opposition. Following that, Xavi slips another dope pass to Ronaldinho, who takes on Real's defender, but ends up letting the ball roll out of play. Less than 6 minutes into the game, Ronaldinho had a few shots, but no luck in any. The match was getting super intense, with both teams throwing down and racking up fouls left and right. At one point, Deco even walked off the field bleeding, no cap! Rolling up on the 10-minute mark, Ronaldinho started showing off his mad skills, dropping this insane assist to Eto'o, who was this close to netting the game's first goal. But nah, the ball went out. Then, a few minutes later, Real Madrid clapped back with a similar move. David Beckham whipped up a sweet pass to Robinho, who took on Barca's defender, but he also missed the shot. By the 14th minute, Barca went all in. Messi got the ball just past midfield and linked up with Eto'o, who sliced through Real's defense and bagged the first goal for Barca right in the Santiago Bernabeu. Real's fans were heated, throwing shade and booing like crazy, but that vibe was about to flip. Heading towards the 20th minute, Ronaldinho got the ball mid-pitch and blasted forward with his slick moves and speed, dishing it to Eto'o. Eto'o tried to hit it back, but a real defender was on it, blocking the pass. From that point on, Ronaldinho was all about flexing his slick skills, pulling off more and more solo plays. The Galacticos were trying to get their attack game on, but they were kinda out of sync. Like when Ronaldo whipped out this dope backheel pass that didn't find anyone up front. At the 25-minute mark, Real made another run at it, with Roberto Carlos flipping the script to Mikel Salgado, who set up Robinho for the shot. But the keeper came through with the save. Close to the 27-minute mark, Ronaldinho went for another play, this time cutting through the middle, trying to link up with Messi. But Real's defenders were on it and snagged the ball. Then, around the 29th minute, Barca launched another attack, with Eto'o playing off Messi, who got the ball in a prime spot and scored, but the goal got called off. Less than a minute later, Messi went for another run through the middle that almost ended in a goal. The brilliance of the young Argentine, just 18 at the time, was starting to show, but he was still kinda in the shadow of the Brazilian maestro. 37 minutes in, Barca went on the offensive again, with Ronaldinho getting the ball in the box. But Casillas, sharp as ever, swooped in and snatched it. Ronaldinho was totally owning the game, and by the 40th minute, he snagged another killer pass from Xavi, handling the ball with all the swag and flair, taking it to the opposition's defenders. He made some room and whipped in a cross to Messi, who ended up heading it just wide. As the clock ticked, you could totally tell Ronaldinho was on a mission to win this game, pulling off all sorts of risky moves. The way Ronaldinho played was straight up fire, like that backheel pass he dropped for the Dutch dude Van Bronckhorst. First half was winding down, and Ronaldinho was all about that hustle. At the 45th minute mark, he got a long ball from Puyol and went head-to-head with the opposing defense. Tried to make some space to cross, but got blocked. Then, on the rebound, he got the ball back, and this time, pulled out all his tricks to weave through Real's defenders and break into the box, but got cut off at the last second. First half wrapped up with Ronaldinho looking fierce, like he was ready to take on the world in the second half. Second half kicked off with Ronaldinho going all out, trying to bang in a goal from distance right at the 4-minute mark. Just a few minutes later, Real Madrid loses the ball and Barca hits them with a counter, with Ronaldinho sprinting at full speed and dishing it out to Van Bronckhorst, who's got a clear shot, but bummer, he sends the ball flying out. At the 10-minute mark, R10 pops up again, showing off his insane game vision with a sweet pass to Xavi, who then sets up Messi for a shot at goal. But tough luck, they're up against Casillas, one of the GOATs! With all these shots being fired, it was only a matter of time before Barca would net another. And sure enough, around the 14-minute mark of the second half, during a counter, Ronaldinho gets the ball midfield and decides he's gonna solo this one. The Brazilian superstar uses his mad skills and ball control to juke out every defender and slots a beauty into the corner, leaving no chance for a save. Casillas is just standing there, all kinds of frustrated, can't believe he just got soloed by one guy who then lands the goal. And just when Real fans thought it couldn't get any worse, bam! With the score at 2-0 for Barcelona, the Galacticos were desperate for a comeback. It was just not cool for a squad stacked with talent to get schooled by their arch rivals at a packed Santiago Bernabeu. 15 minutes into the second half, Beckham snags a bad pass from Barca and kicks off an assault with his crew. Zidane gets the ball and slides it to Robinho, who's deep in the box, manages to make some room and whips it across, but there's no one there to finish, and the ball just sails by. Seems like luck was totally ditching Real Madrid. Then, Real goes for another strike, with Zidane getting a clear shot at goal, but only managing a weak kick, making it an easy save for Barca's keeper. Now it's Ronaldinho's turn to make a comeback, and around the 19-minute mark of the second half, he sneaks up and steals the ball from Sergio Ramos, sparking a counter for Barca. Eto'o blasts off with mad speed, and Ronaldinho's right there to meet the ball in the middle. Just as Eto'o dishes the pass to Ronaldinho, Sergio Ramos jumps in, cutting off the pass and blocking what could have been another sick goal by the Brazilian star. Real Madrid was feeling the heat, knowing they had to step it up big time or things were going to get way worse. At the 23-minute mark of the second half, they push forward with Zidane feeding Ronaldo, who's ahead and goes for goal, but ends up netting an offside goal. Ronaldo's frustration was through the roof, especially since their biggest chance in the whole game just got called off. While Real Madrid struggled to score, Barcelona kept on the pressure with Ronaldinho masterminding the plays. But Barca wasn't up against just any team. They were facing the Galacticos, who weren't about to take an L lying down. 31 minutes in, Real launched another assault with Robinho and Mikel Salgado linking up, almost landing a goal. But Victor Valdés came through with a clutch save. But to the dismay of Real fans, Ronaldinho was about to smash any hope of a comeback. Just a minute later, at the 32nd, on a Barca counter, Ronaldinho gets the ball and takes on Sergio Ramos. Blasting past with his insane speed and ball control, he pulls off a slick body feint to throw Ramos off balance and breezes past, creating just enough space to rip another stunning goal. But what really blew everyone's mind was the reaction from the Real Madrid fans, who, instead of booing the rival's goal, just dropped the rivalry vibe and stood up to clap for the Brazilian superstar's brilliance. It was one of those rare moments where Ronaldinho's talent, magic, and genius overshadowed even the fans' loyalty to their own team. At that point, it felt like no rivalry could stop the appreciation for R10's skills. Ronaldinho himself has said in interviews that this game was one for the history books.
Jogo, né, que entrou para a história, então É sempre uma alegria muito grande recordar.
After that stunner, Barcelona kept the heat on Real Madrid, nearly bagging more goals. But the Galacticos pulled it together, holding the line, and the match wrapped up 3-0, with Ronaldinho stealing the spotlight. The next day, newspapers worldwide were all over the scene at Santiago Bernabeu, highlighting the historic moment when Real's fans gave Ronaldinho a standing ovation. The day Ronaldinho, retired but still smashing it for Barcelona, schooled the legends of his biggest rivals team was epic. The friendly match between the Barcelona and Real Madrid legends went down on April 28, 2017 in Lebanon. Barca rolled out with a six squad, featuring legends like Davids, Zambrotta, Juli, Edmilson, and their star player Ronaldinho, a true football wizard who could do mind-blowing stuff with the ball. Real Madrid wasn't slacking either, rocking solid players like Morientes, Anelka, Carambeu, Savio, and Amavisca. It was a clash of sport legends, plus a prime time for Ronaldinho to flex why he's hailed as one of the all-time greats. The ref kicked off the game and things got heated right from the start. Just 5 minutes in, the first real threat popped off, sparked by a foul against Simão. Edmilson took the free kick quick, sending the ball to Juli on the right, who instantly whipped it into the box. Though the opposing defense managed to block and clear the initial ball, the rebound fell to Zambrotta. He took control and fired off a shot, but it wasn't on target, and the ball rolled out of play. Soon after, Barca set up another attack on the right, with Ronaldinho dishing a slick pass to Juli, who was bolting to meet the ball. But just as he was about to take control, Juli got taken down by a slide tackle from behind. Ronaldinho then stepped up to take the free kick, swinging the ball into the area. However, the Real Madrid goalie was on point, moving quickly to snatch up the pass. Now it was time for Ronaldinho to show off his magic in the game. At the 7-minute mark, Barcelona launched into a dynamic attack with Ronaldinho, who, perfectly placed in midfield, pulled off a stunning pass into the box. Showing off his insane game sense, he glanced the other way, totally faking out the defense as he sent the ball through. Juli, on his toes and ready for the action, raced to meet the pass and without a second thought, smashed it first time, drilling the ball straight into the net. That first goal for Barca, all thanks to Ronaldinho's killer assist, seriously pumped up the crowd. The fans were buzzing not just over the slick football skills on display, but also about their team snagging an early lead in the game. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Minutes after scoring, Barca was on the attack again, with Ronaldinho dishing out another of his signature no-look passes, this time finding Mendieta on the left. Mendieta tried to capitalize, whipping across into the box, but the opposing goalie was alert, cutting off the pass and stopping Barca's advance. Right after, Real Madrid hit back with a quick counter led by Morientes, who nearing the box decided to let fly a long-range shot, but the shot wasn't on point, and the ball rolled out of play. By the 18th minute, Barca was pressing again, with Ronaldinho trying an early pass to Davids, but the Real Madrid goalie was on his game, coming off his line to snatch up the pass. Around the 20-minute mark, it was Real Madrid's turn to attack, with Morientes feeding the ball to De La Red, who took the pass, broke into the box, and fired a shot at goal. However, the Barca keeper stepped up and pulled off a spectacular save. Right after a Real Madrid attack, Barcelona quickly hit back with Ronaldinho, who, using his sharp game vision, unleashed a gorgeous through pass to Juli. He sped up to catch the ball inside the box and smartly back passed it, looking for Mendieta. However, the Real Madrid keeper, again well-positioned, intercepted and made the save, keeping Barca from widening the lead. At the 22-minute mark, Real Madrid launched an attack on the left, with Savio swinging across into the box. While the initial pass was picked off by Barcelona's defenders, the ball ended up with De La Red, who dodged a marker and fired at goal. The Barca keeper, on his toes, blocked the attempt, pushing the ball away. Minutes later, Barcelona organized an attack with Davids and Ronaldinho swapping passes until Davids, getting the ball back, was brought down near the box. Given the closeness of the foul and Ronaldinho's history of banging and beautiful free kicks, this was a serious threat to the opposing team. When the ref gave the go-ahead, Ronaldinho took a precise shot at the goal. Yet the Real Madrid keeper, well-placed, managed to make the save, keeping the score unchanged. Approaching the 28-minute mark, Real Madrid earned a corner, which was taken with a dangerous cross into the area. The ball sailed past the defense and met Sanz, who quickly set it up for Fernando, positioned outside the box. Fernando blasted an incredibly powerful shot towards the goal. The strike was so well placed that the Barca keeper didn't even attempt to save, watching the ball nestle perfectly into the desired corner. This spectacular goal by Fernando not only brought Real Madrid back into the game, but also ramped up the rivalry between the teams. Now was the time for Ronaldinho to whip out his genius in the game again. At the 37-minute mark, the talented Brazilian player showcased his insane vision and passing skills by dishing out a masterful assist to Simão inside the box. With the ball neatly under control and one-on-one with the keeper, Simão kept his cool and nailed a precise shot, driving the ball to the back of the net. This beautiful goal, thanks to Ronaldinho's awesome assist, put Barcelona back in the lead, ramping up the intensity of the match. At the 41-minute mark, Real Madrid responded with a quick offensive, where De La Red got a cross into the box. As the ball approached, he attempted a flashy volley towards the goal. However, the shot lacked the desired power, allowing the opposing keeper to make a chill and effective save. In the first half stoppage time, Real Madrid made their last attempt with De La Red, taking a long shot from outside the box, but it sailed way off target. Right after, the ref blew the whistle to start the second half, with Real Madrid hungry for an equalizer. At the 46-minute mark, Morientes regained possession for Real Madrid, sparking an attack, exchanging passes with a teammate and pushing up on the left. Approaching the box, he pulled off a slick move, nutmegging an opponent and tried a pass to the middle. But no teammate was there to meet the ball, squandering a great chance. Around the 50-minute mark, Real Madrid stepped up their offense with Morientes pushing towards the opponent's box. But he was taken down by a foul before he could break through. This foul, in a dangerous spot near the box, posed a major threat to Barcelona. Savio stepped up for the free kick and blasted a strong shot, but it was blocked by the wall. The rebound fell back to his feet, and he fired off another powerful shot that hit the post. Fernando Sanz, well placed near the goal, seized this second chance and slotted the ball into the net. But the celebration was cut short when the ref called offside, nullifying the goal. At the 55-minute mark, Barcelona hit back with a coordinated attack, started by Ronaldinho, who with a crafty chip pass tried to find Davids in the box. However, the opposing defense was alert and intercepted the pass. Still, Barcelona kept possession with Mendieta, launching a shot toward the goal, which unfortunately went wide. Shortly after, Real Madrid resumed the attack, with Anelka sending a cross to Savio in the box. But as Savio was gearing up to head the ball, he collided with an opponent and went down. He stayed on the ground for a while and needed medical attention, eventually being carried off the field. This incident highlighted that even though it was a friendly match, the intense rivalry between the teams mirrored the burning desire on both sides to win the game. Now was the time for Ronaldinho to shine again in the game. At the 61-minute mark, Barcelona launched a quick and slick attack, with Ronaldinho showing off his mastery by sending a perfect through pass to Juli, who hustled to catch the ball inside the box. Facing off with the opposing keeper, Juli didn't hesitate and whipped a low and precise shot, nailing the ball into the net. This goal marked Ronaldinho's third assist of the match, highlighting his crucial role for Barcelona even without scoring. Around the 70th minute, Real Madrid regained possession and launched a counter that ended with De La Red taking a long-range shot. However, the Barcelona keeper was alert and made an excellent save, preventing the goal. Near the 73rd minute, Real Madrid ramped up the attack with De La Red, sending a beautiful pass to Javi Guerrero inside the box, who went one-on-one with the keeper and shot at goal. But the Barcelona keeper was on his game and pulled off another great save. Shortly after, an unusual incident occurred when a Ronaldinho fan invaded the pitch and ran to hug the idol. Security quickly halted the game to escort the fan off, showing the ongoing admiration for Ronaldinho even after his retirement. Around the 77th minute, Ronaldinho was substituted and left the field under the spotlight, surrounded by fans and journalists trying to get close. Police presence was necessary to ensure his safety, highlighting his celebrity status. With Ronaldinho out of the game, things got a bit easier for the opponent. At the 79th minute, Real Madrid launched a dynamic attack led by Javi Guerrero, who was involved in a series of passes before getting the ball back inside the box. Seeing the opposing keeper moving towards him, Guerrero seized the chance to perform a classy chip shot, lofting the ball over the keeper and into the net. This magnificent goal by Guerrero, Real Madrid's second of the match, narrowed Barcelona's lead, making the clash even more competitive and thrilling. As the game neared its end, at the 83rd minute, Real Madrid initiated another coordinated attack with Javi Guerrero receiving the ball on the right and, with a skillful header, setting it up for Velasco, who quickly passed it back. Guerrero then took a directed shot at goal. However, the Barcelona keeper managed to deflect the ball, knocking it out and preventing the goal. At the 86th minute, Barcelona fumbled a back pass under heavy pressure, nearly scoring an own goal. But the keeper acted swiftly and reached the ball in time to clear the danger. In the final minutes of the game, Real Madrid pressed with Javi Guerrero receiving an excellent pass in the box, but he was surrounded and couldn't get a shot off. He quickly passed to Velasco, who returned it, but fell in the box without a penalty being called. Real Madrid kept possession, and Anelka attempted a shot that was blocked by the defense. The rebound fell to De La Red, who fired a powerful shot that ended up going way off target. Not long after, the ref blew the final whistle. Ronaldinho was the star of the match, dishing out 3 killer assists that were crucial for Barcelona's victory over their biggest rival. With this performance, Ronaldinho, even in retirement, managed to show the world once again why he's considered a wizard of football. The day R10 showed Neymar, who's the GOAT, was straight-up soccer fire, featuring an epic comeback at the rival's home turf, a hat trick from Ronaldinho, and Neymar bagging the year's sickest goal. This legendary match went down on July 27, 2011, in a hype match between Flamengo and Santos for the 11th round of the Brazilian Championship. On one side, you had Neymar Jr., just 19 and living his prime at Santos, hyped as Brazil's next big thing in soccer. On the flip side, veteran Ronaldinho at 31 was seeing his star dim back in Brazil after a roller coaster ride in Europe. It was the perfect showdown of different gen eras, Neymar on the rise and Ronaldinho battling father time. Still, the game had mad hype. 2 soccer giants clashing, and what a show it was. Early on, Santos, with Neymar on fire, was owning the game. Just 4 minutes in, Flamengo fumbles the ball mid-pitch and Santos goes on the attack. Neymar gets the ball, schools a defender, then passes to midfielder Elano, who quickly feeds striker Borges, who slots it home with style. Before 5 minutes were up, and before Ronaldinho even touched the ball, Neymar's squad had already netted 1. Flamengo tried to clap back after the goal, with a 1-2 with Ronaldinho passing to striker Luis Antonio, but it was a no-go. 10 minutes in, midfielder Elano botches a back pass straight to Ronaldinho, who goes beast mode on the defenders. Showing off his magic, he dribbles past 2 Santos players and shoots with his left. But the keeper, on his toes, pulls off a sick save with his fingertips. A few minutes later, after Santos slips up in defense, Ronaldinho's back at it, finding space for a shot. But again, Santos' keeper Rafael is there to deny him. That's when Ronaldinho realizes he's got to level up his genius and guts to beat the keeper. Not even a minute later, Neymar steps up, intercepting a pass mid-pitch. He charges forward, passing to Gonzo, who flicks it back for Neymar to shoot, but the keeper blocks it. The ball ricochets to Neymar, who even from the ground manages to assist Borges for another goal. Another stunning play by Neymar, this time with an assist for the goal. Just 16 minutes in, and Ronaldinho's squad is down by 2, needing a serious comeback. Soon after, Flamengo gets a golden chance when striker David finds himself in the box, keeperless. But he fumbles the ball, hitting his shin and missing the shot. Seemed like luck wasn't wearing Flamengo's jersey. After that close call for Neymar's team, it was his turn to shine. Receiving the ball mid-pitch, he dribbles past a player, plays a 1-2 through the defenders, and goes on the attack. Facing 3 Flamengo defenders, he decides to take them on, dribbling and evading. With his sheer brilliance, he breaks into the box and scores an absolute stunner. Neymar totally schooled like half the opposing team and scored one of the most epic goals ever. That goal was so lit, it later snagged the Puskás Award for the sickest goal of the year. At this point in the game, 26 minutes in, with Santos leading Flamengo 3-0, most peeps would think flipping the script was a no-go. But they were sleeping on the fact that there was a soccer wizard named Ronaldinho on the field. And with him, anything was still game. 2 minutes later, Ronaldinho's squad went all out on the attack, desperate to switch up the scoreboard. After Luis Antonio slung the ball from the right and crossed it into the box, Ronaldinho was right there, face to goal. And this time he didn't miss his shot, netting his first goal of the game. With the score looking like a total drag, Ronaldinho didn't even bother to celebrate. He just grabbed the ball from the net, eager to get back to the game, knowing there was a ton of ground to cover. That goal sparked a glimmer of hope for Flamengo, needing 2 more to draw level. Minutes later, Ronaldinho's team hit the gas again, and with another cross from the right, Flamengo scored another, this time a header from midfielder Thiago Neves. Just like Ronaldinho, Thiago Neves didn't waste time celebrating, grabbed the ball from the net, and rushed to restart the play. The game was all kinds of intense and fast-paced, with 5 goals scored in under 30 minutes. And just 5 minutes later, Ronaldinho's crew was at it again, scoring a goal that got called offside. In another Flamengo push, Ronaldinho whipped out a slick backheel pass in the box to Thiago Neves, but the opposing keeper made a solid save. That's when peeps started to believe a Flamengo comeback was on the cards. And if Neymar didn't step up soon, the tide could turn. And step up he did, taking the ball midfield on the left. He blitzed forward with his signature speed and got shoved in the box, earning a penalty. Veteran Elano was tapped for the kick, going bold with a chip shot down the middle. But Flamengo's keeper made light work of it, even showing off with some keepy-uppies. That miss could have widened the gap and maybe sealed the deal, but it kept Ronaldinho's squad's hopes burning. Not long after, with minutes ticking down in the first half, Flamengo went on the offensive and won a corner. Ronaldinho delivered a killer corner kick, finding his teammate David, who flicked it in for a goal. The first half wrapped up tied 3, 3 with Ronaldinho and Neymar, each having scored and assisted, keeping the game tight. The second half kicked off balanced, with both teams creating solid chances. And just 5 minutes in, Neymar decided to show why he was Brazil's next big thing. On a Santos counter, Neymar got a perfect pass, leaving him one-on-one with the keeper. With his mad skills, he controlled the ball and finished with finesse, adding another goal for his team and widening their lead. By then, Neymar was on fire, with 2 goals and an assist, playing like a total boss. But the game wasn't over, and Ronaldinho still had some magic up his sleeve to possibly flip the script. Moments later, a back pass to Flamengo's keeper almost gave Neymar's team another chance to extend their lead, but the keeper was on point, averting further damage. The game was fire, and at the 13-minute mark of the second half, Ronaldinho's team got a free kick from way out. Still, it was a major threat because Ronaldinho was on the kick. He decided to whip in a cross, and David, who had already nailed a header earlier, went for another solid header. But Santos' keeper managed to save it. A few minutes later, Ronaldinho, with the ball at midfield, tried to solo his way through the defense, but lost the ball at the last defender. Ronaldinho was all in, ready to do whatever to win this game. It wasn't long before Ronaldinho and his squad were on the attack again, with Ronaldinho shooting, the ball deflecting off a defender, and falling to Thiago Neves, who was offside. That was Flamengo's second no-go goal for being offside, but it didn't seem to shake the team's vibe. Soon after, Ronaldinho went for another attack, sending a pass that was just too strong. As the minutes ticked by, it felt like Ronaldinho's Flamengo was inching closer to tying it up. And that's exactly what went down at the 21-minute mark. Ronaldinho near the box tries to dribble past the defenders but gets fouled. The spot, just 19.9 meters out, was prime real estate for a free kick, especially with Ronaldinho, one of the world's free kick masters, stepping up. With that signature Ronaldinho flair, he opts for a low shot under the wall as the defenders jump, expecting a lofted shot. Boom! Ronaldinho nets a stunning goal, pulling his team back to a tie. At this stage, the Neymar versus Ronaldinho showdown was neck and neck again, each with 2 goals and an assist, both showing off big time. If the game ended here, it'd already be legendary, but fate was about to pick a winner. Neymar was also hungry for the win, trying to break through on the left, tumbling in the box, but no foul was called this time. Minutes later, he tries another solo run, getting fouled by Flamengo's players. Neymar kept pushing, getting the ball in the box, making space for a shot, but it went wide. Then, Neymar tries another solo, dribbling past a defender and shooting wide again. Despite Neymar's sick performance, fate had chosen Ronaldinho's night. 35 minutes into the second half, on a Flamengo counter, Ronaldinho, unmarked, gets the ball and doesn't miss, scoring his 3rd of the game. People were shook. Ronaldinho just hit a hat trick in a game against Neymar that started with his team down 3-0. It was like something out of a movie, but it was real. After that epic comeback, Ronaldinho's squad held on for 13 minutes, sealing a 5-4 win over Neymar's team. This day went down in soccer history as the most beautiful match of the Brazilian Championship. A legendary face-off between 2 of Brazil's all-time greats, with Ronaldinho proving he's the top dog. Despite the loss, Neymar still got the Puskás Award for the year's sickest goal. He also realized he had to level up big time to match Ronaldinho's genius, who, even past his prime, showed the world he's the real dribble king.